Have you recently started learning some flips? Are you just getting into flips and tricks and all this stuff? In this video, I'm going to talk about what tricks and flips should you learn first. Where should you begin if you want to get better at like any kinds of tricks on the trampoline, on the ground, tricking, free running, trampolining, gymnastics, whatever it is. I'm quickly going to talk about some key stuff you need to know for the beginning and the steps to take. Okay, so respect the skills.
Respect the skills.
Leave a like for Leo and let's get into the video. Pow. So I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. This is important, okay? This is very important. If you're just starting, if you're like a complete beginner, okay, don't start with the flips. Okay, don't start with the actual flips. Don't start with a back flip or a front flip. Start with some other easier movements that are not a flip. What movements are those movements, things? What is it? What is it before flips? So some key movements you need to learn ASAP. And if you think, oh, I've already trained for half a year or a year, maybe there are some things that you still haven't discovered yet. So this is also a video for you. I got some tricks here. Of course, the normal rolls, the safety rolls over your shoulder, forward roll, the backwards roll and the sidewards roll. They don't have to be like professional and stuntman level, but you want to be able to crash on the ground. Like the thing is, if you jump off of something high or you jump off of the trampoline, you fall, whatever happens, and you have too much speed, too much momentum, you can't stop the momentum. Otherwise you're gonna slam into the ground. And that is why we invented the roll. Then, this is the most important trick. This is the trick that you want to learn as soon as possible if you want to get backflips. Backflip full twists, gainers, any kinds of backwards flip. The macaco. Of course, I'm gonna leave my macaco tutorial in the description and in the comments. You need to know about this trick ASAP. This is the trick. This is also the trick that taught me how to backflip in like one session. I didn't learn my backflip in one evening, but the breakthrough moment, that was in like one evening, like 15-20 minutes. I can remember it very clear. It was because of this trick. Macaco learn it. It took me like a whole year to learn the backflip. Next stuff that you want to learn. Okay, we got the cartwheel, the round off, of course, crucial tricks. Eventually you want to do a round off backflip or a cart full or something. You want to combo all that stuff. So also one thing that you should train from day one is a handstand. I don't know why, but I started training handstand so late. Literally this year I started training the handstand consistently. I'm not joking, this is one of my biggest regrets in terms of my flips, my progression and my sport, that I didn't start training the handstand sooner. And I progressed so much in only like half a year. Big tip, start training the handstand just from the get-go, like immediately, boom, do it. It's so easy, like just stand, you place your hands on the ground, kick up, push off, spam that over and over and over again and try to hold it longer. Watch my tutorials. Just start learning the first parts of the handstand. You don't have to learn the whole freaking good proper handstand in one day or whatever. Just build it up. So those are a couple of things that you can learn if you're starting from scratch. If you can't do anything yet, learn those things. Now we're gonna go into some more difficult stuff. Of course, at some point you want to move on to flips. So first couple flips that you want to learn. First, pull over. What is pull over? You jump, you land on your back, you kick your legs towards the sky and you do like a backflip. But it's not a backflip because it's not a full rotation, because you're already on your back and then you twist an extra little bit and then you're already on your feet. So it's not really a backflip, but with that trick you can start learning the backflip. So pull over, can't skip that one. Of course, the normal basics: front flip, back flip, side flip. Oh, by the way, I made a 2-part like series about top 10 easiest trampoline tricks. That was like months ago. One of my first videos. I'll leave that one in the comments as well. That's a pretty nice video if you're just starting out. So those two videos: front flip 180, back handspring. A lot of people skip the back handspring. A lot of people think, okay, the back handspring, I'm not gonna train that because it's a gymnast trick. It doesn't matter, it's not even a gymnast trick. Why would it be a gymnast trick? Also with the exact same thing as with the handstand. I wish I started training the back handspring a lot sooner. Because this trick is very easy to learn if you can eventually do it. You can combo this trick to so many other tricks. You can do infinite amount of back handsprings in a row if you get good at it. You can pull a backflip out of it, a back full, double full, all that stuff. More tricks. The Arabian, can't skip the Arabian. This is one of the fastest ways to also learn a full twist. Everyone wants to learn a full twist, right? What am I doing? Everyone wants to learn a backflip full twist, right? But if you want to learn backflip full twist, you need to learn a Arabian, a proper Arabian. Because with the Arabian teaches you how to go up first and then twist. Crucial thing. If you can't do that, if you don't know about that, you're just gonna twist immediately and you won't have any height. You will skip a crucial step and your full twist is gonna look silly. It sucks. It's a trash full twist if you can't do Arabian yet. So Arabian, once again, tutorials, check it. I'm not gonna leave all my tutorials in the comments, but I'll leave some videos. As I said, top 10 easiest tricks are in the comments. So I think I also covered that trick there. What if you can already do some stuff on the trampoline and you want to move on to the ground? You want to transfer your tricks to the ground. The first flips that you want to learn is the same thing as on the trampoline. The back flip, side flip, front flip, wall flip was one of the first flips that I learned. But be careful. This is also one of the tricks that people fuck up the most. Oh man. A big percentage of like fails that you see are with wall flips. Why? I don't know. People, it's a weird trick in the beginning. Because you have to take off with one foot on the wall. Like, it's different. It's completely different than normal backflip. It's just different. And your body needs to get used to it. It's weird. Take the time and chill down. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. If you place your foot wrong, you're going down, man. That's the end. Actually, recently, a couple of weeks ago, I messed up. I did a wall flip to a tree, off of a tree. But the tree was not like towards me. It was very difficult angle. But I still wanted to try it and I messed up, of course, and I landed so low and my leg like snapped. It was painful. Watch out. Once again. Of course, the normal flips, the basics. Take a chill, take the freaking... This is the point, okay, where a lot of people quit. Where a lot of people stop progressing. On one hand, it is difficult to learn flips on a trampoline, because if you're gonna learn it on a trampoline, you don't have any experience yet. But on the other hand, it is so much easier on a trampoline, because you don't really have to focus on height. Yeah, actually you do have to focus on height, because a lot of people still forget that. But it's just easier, because the trampoline assists you like crazy. But the point where a lot of people quit is when they start learning stuff on the ground. And if you want to be in the top 1% of people who make it, don't stop there. Take the time. And that's the thing. People are not patient. I think this is the most important thing with, to be honest, sports in general. And not even only sports. So many things in life. Big tip right there. So not a couple flips that you want to learn if you're coming from the trampoline, if you want to go to the ground. Of course, backflip, side front flip, wall flip, round off backflip. Now you can already do, by the way, a lot of these tricks that you want to learn on the ground, you can also do them first on the trampoline. Of course, the wall flip, it's hard to do that on the trampoline, but if you have some kind of wall next to the trampoline, you can still learn the wall flip first on the trampoline, then to the ground. Back handspring, learn it as soon as possible on the ground. I had a lot of problems with my wrists. I treated my back handspring like a backflip, and that's not what you want to do. You don't want to throw everything up. You just want to place your hands behind you. That's how you want to think about a back handspring. Macaco to backflip. That's a combo that you can learn, because eventually you want to learn a macaco to a cork, macaco to a full twist, a scoot full, all that stuff. And of course, one of the first flips that I learned on the ground is the Webster. But this is a nice segue. I learned the Webster first off of a object, and now I'm starting to learn it on the ground. I should have said this in the beginning. No, it doesn't matter. If you want to learn flips on the ground, you don't necessarily have to start on the ground. Of course, you're already starting on the trampoline, but then still the next step doesn't have to be the ground. Do it on a solid surface, but do it off of something. This is one of the things that sped up my progression the most. Do your flips off of objects. Don't do it flat. Don't try to learn it on flat ground. Find some obstacles, especially in the gym. It's very easy to have an elevated surface that you can flip off of, maybe even into the foam pit. And the Webster is one of those tricks that just takes so long to learn it finally on the ground. With some tricks, it is so difficult to get the technique exactly how you need to get it, to finally land it very clean. Woo, that's why I still can't land my Webster all the time. Sometimes I land it, sometimes not. A lot of times I don't land it, so I just need to spam more. That is it. If you can already do the trick, but you can't land it yet, just spam, spam, spam. Every single time, every single day. And eventually you will start getting better and better and better and better at it. That's the thing. So yeah guys, don't do it flat immediately. Do it off of some stuff. Do it off objects. Maybe onto a mat, onto the grass, into the foam pit. That's how I learned it. Oh, that is something that is gonna make it so much easier. So I would say, take as many steps as you can. It's just gonna speed up your progression. Your body can adapt to new movements faster that way. It's just more fun. There's less stress, it's less scary. Oh, that's a big thing. One of the biggest things why people don't progress is fear. Fear, it is scary, everything is scary. Yeah, you can split the fear up in a lot of parts. You don't have to tackle the whole problem at once. Tackle one part, and another part, and another, and then eventually you got the whole thing. That is it. I've talked for way too long. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got value out of this. Those are a couple things that you need to learn first. The first flips, the first tricks. Remember, don't. If you are one of those people who are just getting started and you don't have any experience, don't start with the actual flips. 2 tricks that I really recommend. Okay? Makaku and the handstand. The handstand is one of those tricks you will never regret that you trained that trick, because the benefits are crazy. Makaku is the trick that can teach you the most tricks. The Makaku is value, the most valuable trick. So, respect the skills.
Respect the skills.
Leave a like for Leo. And that was another episode of Microphone Monday. Comment down below. Any questions, problems, comment down below. I gotta say what I always say, have a great day. And I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Peace. Big tip, start training the handstand just from the get-go, like immediately, boom, do it.